The Ministry of Interior is tonight facing intense pressure from members of the National Assembly, calling for the arrest and the prosecution of officials allegedly involved in the facilitation of the traveling of Kenyans to Russia to fight in the Russia-Ukraine war. A report by the National Intelligence Service presented in Parliament also reveals that officials from the Immigration Department, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations and the National Employment Authority were key participants, ensuring that recruits were not intercepted at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. The report also confirmed that over 1,000 Kenyans were recruited, with 28 still missing in action, as Gatete Njoroge now tells us in the following report.
Over the last few months, several Kenyan families have been thrown into deep mourning. Their grief follows the deaths of their loved ones who were lured into fighting in the Russia-Ukraine war, only to lose their lives on the battlefield. For families of those who survived, the agony is far from over. Many continue to make desperate appeals to the government, pleading for intervention and the safe return of their kin still trapped in the conflict.
So far, they can confirm.
Now, the government, which had previously only pledged to investigate the matter, has finally provided fresh details on the saga. A report by the National Intelligence Service reveals that more than 1,000 Kenyans were recruited to fight for Russia, lured by promises of lucrative pay and the prospect of future citizenship.
The agencies have been enticing Kenyans, promising them lucrative terms of service, such as salaries of about 350,000 shillings per month and hefty bonuses between 900,000 shillings and 1.2 million Kenya shillings, as well as eventually being issued with Russian citizenship.
Out of the more than 1,000 Kenyans recruited, the NIS report details that 28 are missing in action. 39 are hospitalized, 35 have been deployed to training camps, 89 are on the front line, 30 have been repatriated, 1 is in detention, and 1 has completed their contract.
They were deployed to active war front areas. One Kenyan, Eric Korinko, was shot and unfortunately lost his life. Others remain injured or missing in Russia.
The recruitment, now classified as an organized transnational trafficking syndicate, was allegedly facilitated by government officials, particularly at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and Kenya's embassy in Russia.
The agencies have been colluding with rogue airport staff from the Directorate of Immigration Services, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, Anti-Narcotics Unit, and National Employment Authority to facilitate the recruits without interception at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. They have also been colluding with staff at the Russian embassy in Nairobi and the Kenyan embassy in Moscow.
According to NIS, recruits were using JKIA as a transit point to Istanbul, Turkey, before joining the Russian military. Another route involved traveling via Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Following intense intelligence operations, the traffickers reportedly changed tactics, now routing recruits through Uganda, DRC and South Africa, before flying them to Russia. The scandal has implicated 1 recruitment agency and 2 medical facilities, all of which have obtained court orders, halting investigations and possible prosecution.
Global Face Human Resources Limited, a private recruitment agency located along Koinange Street in Nairobi, owned by one Festus Arasa Omwamba. The agency has actively conducted recruitment drives in Kenya targeting skilled and semi-skilled youth for foreign employment, as using the Kazi Maju initiative to present itself as a legitimate government-endorsed recruiter.
Gatete Njoroge, Citizen TV, Nairobi.